It is such a lovely feeling being back and being able to make another episode today. Summer is usually a very busy month, or not a month, a busy season for me. Oh, what's this? It was a little bit busier this year. Lots of stuff happened. And then September rolled around, and usually that's when my free time comes up, but it even extended into September a bit. And then a few games released, and I got more distracted with those. But now I'm here, and I'm so ready to be back in action. Oh man, doesn't that look good? We built this backdrop facade last episode, and it's so nice having something so gigantic. Just a bunch of junk. I got one name tag, which is nice. I'd like more. But fishing is nice. Fishing is nice every once in a while. So summer is quickly coming to a close and fall is approaching. And I do love the fall. I love the fall weather. It's nice and cold. It's pleasant. You can start dressing up a little bit more and it's not all sweaty. The one bad thing about fall is that it gets a little dreary. And then that's like the worst part about the winter. So, before we reach that point, I'd like to like retain some of the green and the lusciousness into the fall. So that's what we're going to do today. And we're going to work on this area a bit. We started on some nether stuff last episode, and I did work on that a lot. So I'm going to update you on that progress later. Look at them. Always in my business. These guys might be my least favorite addition to the game. Look at them. They're just a bunch of bullies out on patrol looking to just bother me. They don't even try to attack me. They're just judging me from a distance. And yeah, well, you can watch me sleep. Okay, so whoa. I went ahead and did all of these arches. They look pretty good. It kind of adds a lot of nice shape to the terrain and to the background. But yeah, we are going to do a little bit of the greenery for one of these. I'm gonna try to share my plan of what we're doing, and then we're gonna time lapse it again. But I think I have to deal with these guys first. Be gone. Goodbye. Adios. See you in like 10 minutes, probably. I promise you, these guys are worse than the phantoms. Because the phantoms, I can just sleep away. I sleep all the time anyways. I don't like keeping the nighttime. But these guys show up no matter what. Always looking for a fight. Not to mention, they always drop like this loot that you don't even want. Like, I have stacks of these everywhere at every single base. It's a plague. I promise you. So first, we're just gonna start off with a little tree. And how's that look? It's kind of a weird shape. it looks like two trees, doesn't it? That's pretty strange. But that's fine. We're just gonna keep going. No stopping. Okay, how's this one look? These look the same. I was hoping that these would look like kind of decent, just naturally grown, but these look terrible. Why are they leaning this way? And why are they like two-tiered like bushes? Oh, they look so goofy. We okay, we're gonna have to do some custom trees, I think. That's so funny. Okay, yeah, we're scrapping this. No, we're finally getting to a good spot where this is looking actually pretty decent. We're finally starting to get more of a detailed theme here. We did all these trees. They're real twisty and they've got some nice branches and they look good. They look good. I like them. I will admit though, trees are much harder to do than I expected. I actually had planned on doing more like throughout that side. But what I learned very quickly is that like I have these enchanted shears right here, Unbreaking 2. And just going through one of those is maybe like a tree and a half worth of leaves. I need something. I need like a setup that I can do to get these a lot quicker. So I'm not spending time going back and forth, just getting leaves and coming back and getting leaves and coming back. Yeah, it's a workflow we gotta work on, but you know, I'm learning. I'll get there. We'll get there. So just to share a couple other details with you, we've got this walkway up here with the packed mud. This leads all the way to this beacon area over here, which it's not going to be permanent. But the plan is to have this kind of be like a major entrance or like a gateway into our spawn, into and out of. And these mud paths will lead somewhere. I don't know yet. You know, the plan is to fill this area up, and it's nice to just put things in beforehand. We'll figure out what to do with them after. But so these paths weave in and out of the rocks, and then they occasionally peek out into these different areas. And like maybe this will go up to the top of the mountain or something. We'll figure it out. But yeah, these trees are tough, but they're worth it. I just need more. I need a better way of getting leaves. Yeah, we have a lot of this area to clean up and get done, and I'd love a lot more trees on that side. And we still have the like obsidian flower ideas that I want to do, and I had some other cool ideas with candles. And we still need to detail this backdrop and kind of like shape out the facade so it's not just a facade. there's a lot to do, but you know, this was on purpose. I wanted this to be a long project, so we're not just one and done with it. So I'm gonna put all my terraforming blocks away, but I did want to reveal that we are actually on the new Copper Age update, and things have changed very slightly. We're gonna check it out today, but the lighting has gotten a lot moodier. I mean, I don't think I've shown this off on camera too much, but the clips beforehand were actually on the older update, and this clip is on the new update. So maybe I can do a side by side, but this like it's just like a little bit warmer compared to before, and it's nice, and it's actually getting dark, and we can kind of see. Hopefully, you can see, but I don't know how YouTube is gonna handle the compression, but hopefully you can see like our sources of light give off like a warmer glow. It's very nice. It feels a lot more natural, the lighting. You can see like look at the light from the beacon. Like it's so good. It's so good. I love it. So the first thing is the ticket item, copper golems. So these guys I think are made like this. Whoa, it even spawns a chest in for us. That's pretty cool. Hey, oh, what are you looking at? Oh. Hey, this guy's cool. Oh, he makes cool noises too when he walks. He checks the chests pretty regularly. I like this little head spin he did too. Wow, you're a cool guy. He's so diligent in checking for his duties as well. So I think these guys can sort things, but I have no clue how. I think what they do is they'll pick up an item from here. So we'll put the pumpkin seeds that we got. Is he gonna pick it up? Oh, he did. Oh, he's looking in the chest. Oh, and he just put it in the chest. Okay, interesting. So he just fills up the chest by himself. That's so strange. So what happens if I give him a tool? If I give you these shears? Oh, he picked them up. Oh, he didn't like that. Oh no, where is he going? Okay, he's coming back. Nope, he didn't like that. Huh? Why? Why don't you like that? Is it because there's seeds in here? Oh, that's why. Okay, so if the chest is empty, then they won't put stuff in there. Or, sorry, what? I said that backwards. If the chest is empty, then they'll just put whatever in there. But if it's not empty, then they use it as a filter. So he won't put, yeah, he won't put the seeds in there now because the shears are in there. But, yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay, very nice, very nice. That's very cool. Wow, so we can really save a lot of iron on using these guys instead of hoppers. Like, this guy's pretty slow. Oh, it can only pick up 16 items in a stack at a time. So I wonder if he picks up all of them at once or not. Oh, he does. Okay. And then does he drop them off all at once? Wow. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. He makes a lot of noises too. Oh, I love that head spin he does. That's so cool. Wow, this is cool. This is very cool. This is very, very good. Guys, you have no idea how how many hoppers I use for auto sorting. And this is all the iron I have, pretty much. In these 4 blocks and these 30 nuggets. So this is game changing. This is awesome. So apparently these guys also oxidize over time unless we wax them, which makes sense. And then once they turn fully oxidized, they'll turn into statues. Okay, so the reason I have these iron blocks is apparently the golems interact, or they have an interaction. Hey, buddy. I don't know, maybe they're shy. Okay, well, until that happens, I suppose we'll just wait around. I'm kind of curious how far these things will wander if they have no chest. Like, if I get rid of this, are you just gonna wander now? Yeah, I think he does. So will you come back? Oh, yep, he found it. Now, will you check 2 chests or just the one? Okay, he went back to that one. Oh, okay, so he does check multiple chests. Interesting. Oh, look at that. They changed the textures on the dies. It's like on paper now or something. That's actually a lot better. I like that a lot more. So this is a trap chest. I think they'll look into this one too. Now, I don't remember if they look into these 2 high ones or if they're too short. Are you gonna look at my ender chest? Where are you going? Oh, I guess he has nothing to put in there. Here, I'll give you 2 different things. Now, if they look into trap chests, that's actually a pretty cool interaction. Yeah, we can check every time he looks into it and I don't know, like track his progress or something. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, he does look in there. Or we can use like pistons to move him after he looks in there. Can you look in this top chest? We're gonna test it out. Nothing. Nothing. That looked kind of sad. He looked up. He's like, I can't look up there. So if we give him a like a staircase, will he go up? Oh, he does. Okay, they have pathfinding. Nice, nice, very nice. So there are copper tools now and armor, which I think are slightly worse than iron. And there's copper bars too. These are cool. New decoration block. Whoa, these are like real rusty looking. These actually look pretty good. Okay, so this iron golem has done nothing. I think he might be too far away, and he's just shy and hiding. Yeah, so I think the only way to get statues are waiting for these guys to oxidize. And that might take a long time. I've been here for like, I don't know, 10 minutes already. Anywhere yet. Oh! Where did that come from? You were nowhere near him. That's so funny. That's cute though. I like that. Oh, what's going on here? He already has the flower. What are you gonna do? He's a busy guy. He doesn't have time for that. Okay, so it looks like we've got some other cool stuff. We can make copper nuggets. That looks interesting. And then we can make torches. Oh, and chains. Maybe this is good. Kind of like the same effect with before. They might be too different though. Like this one's too dark. Yeah, we can make torches. And how do these look? Oh, that's a cool color. It's kind of the same light color though, right? They look exactly the same. I wish there was a different light color, but at least there's like a more decorative option. So if we do this with the nuggets, oh, that's interesting. You know what? These probably look better oxidized. They probably look a lot better if they're blue on the outside. But you know what? We made these from the nuggets and not from the blocks. So you can't pre-oxidize these things. That's crazy. That's crazy. Wait, why doesn't that... Oh, wait. Okay. This... Yeah, that's weird. You can kind of mix and match? So if we do this and this... Oh! 6 shelves, so 1 shelf for each block. That's nice. Okay. Okay. These are cool. This is already just like a cool texture. Like this is a good like wall texture. Can we put this in here? Whoa, okay. Okay, that's kind of not what I expected. It just took the item icon and put it on there. But we can put tools on there. Yeah, we can display stuff. It doesn't display the name though. Right? Taxi driver. There's no taxi driver name. A little bit less cool, but that's fine. This is a nice texture too, like for a trim. Wow, that's nice. That's very nice. And you know, whoa. Wait, I just realized it took all 3 fences. Oh, can these hold up like a stack of items? Whoa, wait, why is the full... why does it use the whole block for that one? So it can hold stacks. Can it hold multiple stacks of an item? Let's separate these. Can it hold this? And then can it hold this in a separate one? It can. And you know what? You can also kind of create textures this way too. So we can kind of make like this as a design and continue it. So it kind of gives it like a checkered look, more checkered look. This also seems kind of game changing. You can do so much with that. There's so much you can do with that. It's like item frames, but these are much more usable for builds. And there's all the wood variants too. So apparently there's a pretty crazy interaction when we power the shelves. They connect. Oh, okay, so just 1 shelf connects. It says up to 3 shelves connect to each other. So do we have to power all 3 of them? That looks connected, right? Whoa, even that's got a cool texture. Dude. Guys, this is crazy. This is crazy. Whoa, 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 whoa. It took my hotbar. I was not expecting that. Okay, that's so good. That's so good. That is so good. Because then I'm guessing it'll swap it for this one. Holy moly. This is crazy. This is insane. Can we set it up like this actually? This is probably a... Oh, look at that. This is good. This is very good. This is very, very good. Can I like interact with them from behind? No. Oh, you can place stuff on the back. Oh. Wow, there's so many good things. Okay, can we place these here? Okay, that's a good setup. Simple, easy. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited now. I'm so excited. If we only do one, it'll only change out the last three. Yeah. What happens if I do this? Okay, it's always the last three. That seems less useful. And then this. Okay, the last six. This is more so you can keep your like essential tools and then maybe like swap out block pallets every row. I think I need to take a moment and process all the potential that these two things, these two huge massive things have changed. We need to get a storage system ASAP. Wow, so good, so good. My mind is actually kind of blown. Let's talk about some use case scenarios for this copper golem. The first is obviously we can just treat this as an auto sorter junk chest. Something we can kind of dump our items off and then have our little friend here to help us set things up. So if we pretend this is our storage room, let me do a better job of this. If we pretend this is our storage room, then obviously we can just come in here whenever we want, drop off all our stuff, and then he'll sort through everything. We don't have to use hoppers or item filters or anything. He'll just do it for us. Now, the biggest problem is that you'll notice he kind of has to go through all of these chests looking for spaces that he can drop this off. And so there's no dirt in here. There's no dirt in here. Like, he'll go through all of these, even though he's already checked them 5 seconds ago. But yeah, if we're okay with him taking his time, then he'll slowly get through this and eventually sort out all our stuff for us. If we want him to be efficient, or use him as an efficient item filter, then we need to come up with some systems so he doesn't spend so much time sorting through all of these and going through all of these. And so we can just kind of direct him to the first available chest and cut down his time going back and forth. And this is kind of tricky. So let's say we have this copper chest hooked up to the output of a tree farm with a variety of different woods. If we're trying to make this efficient, and we have this fill up really fast with a lot of different type of woods, the problem with having a copper golem sort through everything is if it has to pick this crimson stem, which we have here in the last spot, it's gonna go through all of these chests and then drop off whatever it has. And it might not even be that much. Like if there's only one stem and then more fill up later, it's only gonna sort this one before it picks up 16 later. So that's kind of the biggest issue that we have to solve. Why didn't you check the last chest? What happened? Why did you give up right there? Hey, you're supposed to go over here. Why did he give up over here? Okay, so here's another flaw. So you just might not even go to the last chest and check these. That's so weird. Why did that happen? If it's a really slow farm and we're okay with just letting this chest fill up and sit over time, it's good for your storage room where you might spend a lot of time. But for farms and stuff where you might not visit too often, this might not be ideal. You know, he finally looked into that chest after I reset his position here. It's so strange. I wonder if it gives up after a certain amount of chests too. Because that was 10 chests that I looked through. Anyways, yeah, so if you have a farm with all these different options, then this might not be a good choice to use it in. I think at best, if you want to do something with a variety of drops, you probably want to limit it down to a few, just so they don't spend all their time looking through the rest of these chests. So if we have only these 3 chests and then ways for him to come up to just these, then he'll have less to check and it'll be a little bit more efficient. So that means that less options are definitely easier and faster for these things to deal with. And that raises another question, is when these chests get full, they'll run into the same problem where as soon as the first chest they check gets full, then they're gonna go back to checking these chests or wasting time opening chests that they can't put things in. So if we have a really efficient farm, or maybe just like a long-standing passive farm, eventually we'll have chests start filling up, and then they'll spend time wasting time opening these chests. And if there really is like a 10 chest limit, then eventually they're gonna hit that limit really quick, and then waste even more time pausing to continue or something along those lines. Okay, I haven't tested this out, but this is a really simple concept. Basically, we're only going to feed 1 item into this copper chest, and when these chests get full, the idea is that they'll get covered up, and then the copper golem will just walk over it and not check it, since they can't see it, and just move on to the next chest directly. So if we put a piece of stone in here, they're going to check the first chest that they see and put it in here. And then if we block this, oh, okay, well, my redstone wasn't perfect there. I'm very curious what he's going to do. Okay, yeah, so he can't see this chest anymore, so he'll just go over here. And then if we do that again, or block this off, is he gonna get out of the slab? I'm kind of worried that he won't. Okay. But yeah, so you can kind of see that he just went to the first available chest, and so if we have our chest exposed on this side, then we can have our chest lined horizontally and have all of these fill with stone over time, and just block them off as he works down. Usually, like in my storage room, I have things vertically, and that's mostly because hoppers pull from the top. Normally, this makes the most sense to have things filtered this way. But if you want to save on hoppers and you don't have the iron, this makes the most sense to me. You'll have to use like pistons, or I guess you could manually do it yourself if you want to. Now the problem is, let's say you have the different types of woods again, and you wanted to make one of these for each type of wood. So we had like 7 or 8 different items. It might get laggy having 8 different setups like these, and having the copper golems check the chest every time. You'd also have to still use item filters to get the right items into the right chest. So 2 hoppers per item, at least, I think. But yeah, this is a cool concept. I'm gonna try to figure out how to do the redstone quickly. So I think I came up with something that I could use, and it's a little bit different from what I showed. This one checks every 2 chests instead of every chest. And whenever the second chest gets filled, then the first 2 pistons will push and lock the first 2 chests. And this is kind of just like a space constraint. I wanted to make this as compact as I could, and I still think it's kind of bulky. So I feel like there's still some space to save. But for now, I think this is probably what I do if I wanted to implement it right now. And this is the concept for the for the filter. Well, I guess it's not really a filter. This is more like a hopper alternative. We kind of have to automatically filter things out beforehand, or it's for like single block farms. If we set this up, this is modular, so you can repeat it every 4 pistons and it shouldn't interfere. That's how this redstone line works. We're gonna sign off now. It's been a very long time. I'm so sorry. I've been busy. I've been trying to get stuff done, and I have been playing. I'm going to try to be more efficient in my work. So I think the one thing I haven't really done yet is I mean, we've done a lot of terraforming for our spawn, but we don't currently have an interior project. So I think next time we might start a more interior project. I don't know. Anyways, that's it from me, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.